everybody. On this episode of Slasher Sunday, we're going to be taking a look at a movie not from the 80s, so you know. That's a plus. It's a movie called Laid to Rest from 2009 and was directed by Robert Hall. You might not recognize him from anything because he's usually a makeup effects artist. He worked on such movies as The Collection, The Crazies, Devil, Quarantine, Prom Night, and Pineapple Express.
Bullshit!
So I had a hard time choosing between this movie or the sequel, which is better in my opinion, but in the end my instincts tell me it's better to go with the original always. Now I know I always say this, but this time it's actually true. This movie starts off out of goddamn nowhere. Literally, it just goes. This random girl wakes up in a coffin in a funeral home and tumbles her way out. This old coroner seems like a throwaway character, so let's just get that over with. Okay, great. So yeah, literally 3 minutes into this movie and this girl's already being chased. This movie shows up and goes fucking beast mode immediately. No information, no character development, so many questions. Why is this man wearing a camera? Why is this man wearing a chrome mask? Did she stab him through the head? Is this movie over? Why does this girl assume this random car will be unlocked? Does she have the keys? Anyway, after the title drops, we catch back up with the girl who's now slowly meandering down the street until a car pulls up. The scene is literally displayed to make you think that this guy is the killer. It's very awkward and tense for no reason. We just saw the killer take a Rick Grimes special to the retina. We know this guy isn't the killer, so what's with the... You know what? Fuck it. And before we move on, I want to really make it clear here that I think the acting is more disgusting than the violence in this movie.
I woke up in a dead box.
A dead box? I can't tell if they're trying to portray Southerners as typically stupid or if this girl really has full-blown Asperger's. I'm very sorry about that one. Then holy shit, what a surprise! Nobody told me Cersei was in this movie. That's pretty cool. I'm actually a big fan of Lena Headey. She's a superb actress and fuck me goddamn sideways. Are you actually kidding me? Wow. What a horrendous waste of talent right there. You cast this beautiful gem in your movie, then 10 minutes later have the titties, ass, dicks, and balls to waste her? Not even a main character. Jesus Christ. No joke, this is the reason why I like the sequel better. So after this jack-off does what nobody else seems to be able to do in Westeros, Tucker and this girl takes off in another chase scene. Now this guy is firmly cemented in the plot. His wife is dead, he's got no reason not to help this girl. Although if it were me in his shoes, I'd toss that cunt straight to this chrome skull boy. I'm sorry, but if my wife was Cersei goddamn Lannister and I had to watch her die, whoever the hell was responsible for it is fucking off pronto or I'm gonna personally kill him myself. Then the movie cuts to these two. Why? Are they important? Nope. Guess not. Then we get back to Tucker and the girl. They show up at this dude's house because he was the closest house to them. He doesn't have a phone though, so they can't call the police. It's 2009 and you don't have a phone? Why hasn't this guy killed himself yet? So they decide to send an email. What is this, the 1800s? They're trying to goddamn send a raven to the sheriff. The backup will be there sometime next week probably. But now this nerd isn't super useless. He does somehow figure out who the killer is by reading random online articles about previous deaths. You know, if finding a killer was that easy, I'd be able to sleep at night knowing Lee Harvey Oswald was the lone gunman. But, you know, we can't all have our way. So they decide to go to the police station, which is literally the first smart decision I've ever seen in a horror movie ever, except of course the police station's empty and there's a bunch of dead cops. Something smells like a trap! Yo, let's totally overlook the fact that the killer correctly guessed where these people would end up and let's just talk about how severe that gash really is. They narrowly escaped the police station. Seriously, if it wasn't for Wonder Woman over here having the strength to jam the tire iron in Chrome Skull's leg, they'd all be fucked with a side of... dead. I don't know. I got nothing. So anyway, then the plan is to go into town for some reason, but this girl gets distracted by the funeral home she escaped from because that seems legit. So what do? They go inside and settle down. Actually, I don't know why I'm bad-mouthing this idea. It's pretty smart. No way a killer would think someone would return to where it all started. Right? So he pours some acid on her arm and he says,
Nobody else is gonna die here tonight.
I find that hilarious because this guy's having a mental breakdown and this bitch still thinks that's a dead box.
Ain't no such goddamn thing as a dead box.
These three couldn't use teamwork to tie a fucking shoe. Anyway, Discount Bill Goldberg goes back home to retrieve a gun. Meanwhile, Chrome Skull shows up again because you didn't actually think there wouldn't be any more deaths, did you? What the fuck was that, really? This random girl is forcibly shut up. This girl wakes up in a dead box again. Abbott and Costello show up and gun down Chrome Skull. Then it's a grotesque game of hide and seek. Anyway, after that, a whole bunch of nothing happens and we end up at a gas station with the girl. These two cannon fodder jackasses are thrown away because we haven't had a kill in like 20 minutes. Ho-ho! Kurt Cobain! That's gross. This guy's added to the main cast troupe for some reason, like we don't expect he's gonna die later. There's a family reunion. Hey, look, kids! The fan favorite funny guy dies. That is a horrible way to die. That's just, wow. Wow. Anyway, Goldberg does the whole hero thing and tells the girl to leave. You know how it is. But, like, she doesn't leave and she just sits there crying and watching him die. Way to make his sacrifice worth it, bitch. Okay, spoiler time. Sit down and shut up or get out and shut up because this one's sort of worth it. Hopefully everyone is gone by now. So what's the deal? Well, this girl that we've known nothing about for the whole movie actually had a one-night stand with the killer and that's how she ended up in the coffin and bada bing, bada boom. Trapped in a fridge, mask falls off again, but then he burns himself trying to put it back on. Idiot. Yes, best course of action is to tear it off along with your your actual face. Good call, guy. Good call. Well, that's a bit overkill, but hey, you know what? I like it. So that was Laid to Rest, everyone. It's one of the more graphic movies so far, but you ain't seen nothing yet. I really enjoyed it. It had a solid plot, which is surprising because it literally started from 0 to 60, but, you know, whatever. I give it a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe because you don't want to miss this stuff, and do not forget to hit the like button because I can't do it without you. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time.